Guys, it's KG Master here, and I just want to make these, well, after working my big major projects and films and etc, I decided to make short little videos like these. I don't know how long this video is, shouldn't say it's going to be short anyway. I just want to do a little, I think of doing these videos on specific types of collections. I have a whole bunch of, I got crap tons of stuff. So I'm just going to be doing a video on one precise genre. Here is Resistance, one of my favorite PlayStation 3 video games. One of my favorite stories, one of the most underrated games of all time. It's one of the, I want to say one of the first person shooters for the ps3. Don't know what the actual first game came out, but I haven't played all the games. I only played 1, 2, and 3. I know there's a bunch of other games for the different consoles and that, and I have been watching playthroughs instead of playing the games because I don't have any other consoles. My dad owns a lot of consoles, but I don't think I will get the chance to play the other games. But I do love the other stories of the games, and I do love their music. So yeah, it's hard to get a merchandise from all these games, because during the first game ever came out, with the first trailer and teasers or photos, there was promotional items, and I wish I got them, but I can't, and I don't think I'm able to, because they're really rare, and it goes for too much money to buy. I'm pretty sure other people out there could get them really cheap, I'm sure but right here in this country, in Australia, it's difficult to get anything. When this first game came out, at the time I was really young and I didn't know what I was doing. I was not interested in the other video games. I was mostly interested in Little Big Planet at the time, but I don't think I was that good at playing any other game besides Little Big Planet. But over the years, when I got older, grew up a little bit and started to try new things, and after a while I decided to play some classic games that I've never got the chance to play, and I did. And it turns out I missed tons of stuff. I wish I was playing online at the time, but everything has, slowly faded away, and you can't do any of that stuff anymore. But even though I can't play online with other people, because it's been years since it's been out of commission, but hey, when you play these games, is what you get, is what you got, okay? So I'm a bit sad, but I'm a bit emotional, and I really love these games. I wish I was into them back then, but hey, you can't change the past. Well, you can, but anyway. This video wasn't scripted or anything, but moving on now to the main video, and the main reason why I'm doing this video is, see, the thing is, there was a lot of merchandise back in the days where you can get merchandise of these the stuff in the game. You get like the action figures. You got the action figures. They're not that appealing, but if I bought them, I would have customized them to make them look better, because I'm really good with that kind of stuff. There is, for the second game, you got the box special, a limited edition, where it comes with the action figure and it comes with a bunch of stuff. But I didn't get to get that one. I decided to get one that I think is a much more appealing. Was the third edition, the third limited edition, which came with tons of stuff. It came with actually, I got them right here. What am I talking about? Let me move these to the side here. I'll show you the main piece. Here's the main piece. Now this is the proper bag you get in the collection, which is a pretty cool army bag. It is a really good authentic army bag. It comes with the logo there. You got the Resistance 3 logo there. You got the now there's nothing, the stuff is not inside this. I just put stuff inside so I can make it look appealing, like there's something inside, but there really isn't. None of the collectibles are in here. The collectibles are out of the bag. So yeah, this is a really cool, realistic bag. I might use this for my films. I might not. I could possibly. but I don't want to. It's a really cool bag nonetheless, and it's something I could. So yeah, there's nothing inside, just boxes and stuff to fill it in so I can have it on display. So it's a really cool bag, and the little mini stuff that comes with it all. I'm going to start with the poster first. Here's the poster. Now, this is a shooting range poster, so you can put your name and everything on there, but actually I'll show you a better look at that on a photo. Now this is one of my favorite collectibles. It's a flask, and no, I don't use or put any real alcohol in it. I like to put water in there, but this is something I'm probably going to be using for a movie. So it's a beautiful flask. It's got the resistance 3 again, and yeah. Got a deck of cards here. You know, that's been interesting. I always wanted to know what that is. I don't know if it's a signature of someone, or is that just part of the cards? I don't know. I hope so, and I hope it's not someone's phone number. If it is, let me know and I'll probably edit the video, so if it's not too late. So the deck of cards are really cool. You got this dirty feel to it, and you got the 7 skulls, 2, yeah. And it's all like, there's no, so there's no actual characters, which is, oh, there's like, got the Queen, you got the J, which is the Professor, I can't remember his name. It's been a while since I played the game, and I'm thinking of playing it again, but I'm a bit mixed up with playing video games and making videos, and I want to make more videos for this channel. So you got these pretty cool deck of cards for the game, and you got this really nifty notebook. Now, I remember the notebook being a little bit thicker and bigger, but it's a pretty cool thing, prop, whatever you could have it for cosplay or whatever. It's a really neat book. Unfortunately, when you first get it, it's a bit hard to fold the pages because it's all glued. All the pages are glued here, so when you so a little bit of trickery without breaking it a little bit. Yeah, I could just be careful with this kind of book here, but you got really neat artwork. You don't have all the pages, but enough, not a lot of pages, but it's enough for what it is. And I do love this book, but the thing is, this is more of a collectible than an actual prop, because when you get books like this, I'm not a big fan of having pictures overlaid here, even though it's just one print of paper. I was never a big fan of that, but I don't necessarily care either, so I don't know why I was making a big, I don't know why I'm making a big scene out of it anyway. Yeah, it's a really cool book. And you got, hang on, so you get the bag, you get the flask, the deck of cards, the notebook, you got the poster as well. You get these little guys. Now, I do have the little bag it came with. It's in this box. All of packages from figurines and all that kind of stuff. So, and I have a bag of little pamphlets and little tiny bags inside a bag. So yeah, that's kind of confusing. And parallel package. So yeah. Now these are little, what looks like game or little model kit, little models, statue pieces for dioramas or whatever. Got the Chimera there with the main character. Whoops. They're very small, and for what they are, they're really cool. Very detailed, but don't get too close because you will see some less detail. But merchandise is out there. I really wish they do in the future. Maybe because I would like to see a remastered game of all the games in one, like they did with the Bioshock Infinite, with the extra Bioshock games and stuff like that. And there needs to be another game. There's no question or any doubt. There needs to be. Yeah, there really needs to be a Resistance 4. Yeah, a proper Resistance 4. What else? Just like, you know, I always imagine, this is off topic here, there's nothing to do with the Resistance, but in Destroy All Humans, I always wanted to have an action figure of Crypto, and they never made one. And I had in mind, if they did make an action figure, I probably would think NECA would be the best choice to make action figures, especially if there is ever another game of Resistance. I would really love to see a proper action figures. They did do action figures, but they're more like, I don't know, Disney-esque paint jobs, and I'm just rambling. I'm not criticizing. If you do have action figures and you do love them, don't hate this video. Yes, I could paint them, but yeah, and they're really cheap anyway, but I don't feel like buying, and right now I can't buy anything at the moment, but in the far future, when all this crap is over, I might buy some things again. Anyway, I'm going all off topic again, and I didn't plan any of this. Speaking of which, all the merchandise, it's hard to get, and it got me to a point where I always wanted a movie based on these games. It doesn't matter how they do it, I don't care how they do it, but it needs to be made. And so I thought, if there is live action clips based on these games, they're more like video game teasers for promotional stuff for the game. But I thought of making a proper sort of fan-made short trailer, and I have the script ready. I just need to make the costumes, the set pieces. Most of the set pieces are going to be CGI, just little 3D modeling I'm going to do. But the characters, I'm still figuring out how to get all the characters from based on the first game to the second to the third, because the movie I'm working on is going to be a mixture of all the 3 games. But fortunately, I'm not going to have Nathan Hale in this movie. It's sort of going to be like a proper sequel / reboot. You know, it's sort of something out of Assassin's Creed movie, which I really love. And if you want me to have more of a discussion about that movie, I'll probably do a blog of it later on, because yeah. So I will show you photos of what I've done so far. I've almost finished for the gun. I'm thinking of redoing a bit of it. It's a bit wonky here and there. I thought of getting some clay or epoxy to put over the cardboard, and I'll probably make it a little bit more better looking. And I'm currently working on the military costumes, and I'm currently working on the Chimera costume, which is absolutely brilliant. I do have this all on Facebook, but I want to show you anyway. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Chimera Skull. Now this is not something you can buy. This is something I made. And it was really easy. Now this skull, you can see it, it's from this game. You can see the art picture here. But I was mostly trying to base it off of this thing. Now, this is a prop, but it's not a replica, it's not proper size, so you can't put a helmet into it like there is in the picture here, the game there. So yeah, it's not proper scaled or anything, but how I made it is very simple. I got a cheap plastic skull, human skull, and then I put clay and I sculpted it carefully here, and then I paper mache it all at once because clay doesn't seal up really well with plastic, from what I experienced. So I had to put my paper mache it and put clay over top of each other all at once. But it worked perfectly, and it's still unfinished, and it's really, really, really smooth. The paint is not the best. I'm still working on it. I just have things to do, so might spray paint the inside of it black. You can see the plastic here with the human skull underneath the clay. So basically I just got a human plastic cheap crap skull and put the clay over it, and I got a mask. It was a pumpkin scared looking mask, and I cut the teeth out and put it on here, and then I painted it, and that's all I did, which is pretty cool. So yeah. It does sit really well. I had to put something in it. Thought about this notebook now. This notebook is based on the pages and notes that you collect throughout the third game. And I realized then they didn't make a notebook for the first and second game. They kind of did. It's more of a pamphlet. It's not a proper actual notebook. They made some sort of for the promotional limited edition stuff that you can't really get anymore. So I'll move this guy out of the way. Move Jeffrey out of the way. And so here's the thing. I played the first and second game all over again. Now I collected everything. I collected all the documents from the first game and the second game. Now I took screenshots of all the notes, and then I put them on my computer, render all the photos on my computer, and I put them on PowerPoint or Word documents or whatever. I did not print the pages out, I remade them. So I made this rather nifty notebook that feels official. I'm still working on this. It's not finished, so this is version 0.1 of the book, so I'm still thinking of repainting it, putting in maybe a better looking symbol and better paint. I did not print out the pages from the game. I remade them from scratch by finding duplicates of maps and rewriting every word and dialogue that was in each document. So here we go. I'm really proud with this so far. Got the clips here. And I'm thinking of doing more books like this based on video games. I was thinking of doing Nathan's Drake notebook, but a lot of people have done that already. And I decided to do something that a lot of people haven't done before. So yeah. So these pages were all made by me, remade by me, and then I print them out. And these documents are in order. Some are not, some are. I don't know. It's been and I'm thinking of, most of it's incomplete anyway, so yeah. I redrawn them in pen and stuff like that. It's really nifty, and the pages are dodgy, but hey, it's World War. We can't have everything nice and neat. It's really cool how I got everything done. Really accurate. If any fan that watches this video, I hope you enjoy it, because I did when I was making this stuff and collecting it. So you got all the pages from survivors, and people that passed away, and maps. Now this is really cool. There's a photo of a screenshot from the game that I've printed out carefully, not to make it look too dodgy. And I got a map, and I also printed that out, and I cut it out, and I drawn some things here and there. And I print out this, and I put a little pin. Now this is intentionally cut out, so you get like, these are cut out pages. These are intentionally meant to look like they've been ripped apart and put in this notebook. It's really cool. Now, if you want to know a little bit more of information about the movie I'm currently working on, it's a fan-made film. There's not going to be a lot of actors and crap. I think it's just going to be a little fan-made trailer I decided to do. If you want to know more information about it, links in the description. If comment down below if you want to know a little bit more, and I could give you some information. I've done the script, and I've incorporated some of the same music, but I did a remix of them, so you get a little bit of an interesting, different type of music. These pages, all of this stuff is incomplete, but I said it before. Now, I'm not going to be reading all this. You can read it yourself. Now this is not a good print out picture of the map. You can see it's a bit cut off here. I think I was meant to print out a little piece of paper of all these stuff, and I could put like here. I might do some little work here. Yeah, that stuff like that. This is really cool. Now, in the document, you do have a page of an autopsied Chimera alien. Now the thing is, I couldn't print out the image of the Chimera alien. I had to make my own by using a Chimera body that I took a screenshot of in the game, and I completely cropped it. You can clearly see I cropped it on a table, and I cropped a autopsy, of his guts hanging out and everything. And then I made a photo. It didn't survive, clearly. It didn't survive really well. I might remake this one here. It was like sitting out like this. That's why with all the creases and the printing didn't survive really well. Also, print that out. That was something out of the, what was it? Yeah, that was also something out of the game. Here's some more random screenshots that I decided to put with the notebook notes, because most of it didn't have anything. A bit bland, so I decided to put some extra stuff for the hell of it. So yeah, everything you see here, all the words you see here are from each page of the game. I didn't leave something out and just put the same text over and over. No, I didn't do anything like that. I have completely got nearly everything written out, and I completely modified and from scratch. These are real stamps I found on Google Image, and I just placed them here, and they blend in with the page. So yeah. Some of these pages are not filled in because at the time when I was making this, I was still missing some of the, I didn't collect all the notes at the time, so I have collected all the notes, and now I'm thinking of putting some extra stuff that I've completely missed out. Now this here, you see, this writing here is from the note, no it's not. Actually, I think that's something I scribbled. Or was that something out of the game? I'm not too sure, I might check that out again. These are not 100% accurate like the ones you saw in the notes, but they really are the best I could do. I love doing this type of stuff where you have the map here, you got the a whole map here with the little page, and I put the pin clip thing. And most of it is empty. So that's what I've done so far. It's a really cool book I did, and yeah. I think I repainted it, or I should leave it the way it is. I don't know. Nonetheless, I think I did a pretty good job on it. I hope you like this video. It's not much, but I just want to do little things here and there, so to make sure, just by working on stuff and not posting anything for weeks or months and that. But I have been currently doing that, but for the sake of it, I just need to get some stuff done. So yeah. And I have been working on a video on my artwork collection that I've been working on. It's just on the ground here, and I've been struggling to make the video of it because I've been thinking of doing discussion videos, or should I just make a video, should I make a discussion of my artwork, or should I just make a video just showing all my artwork with music over it. So I've been spending weeks of trying to make how to do the video, and thinking what I could do next, or what's to do. So yeah, I'm all over the place. Anyway, I hope you like this video, and remember, I'll see you in the future. Bye.